Hello mga investors. So big question, ako ba, bibili ba ako ng Converge ICT na IPO? Continuation video po ito dun sa first video natin about Converge ICT. If hindi nyo pa napapanood yung first video, it's all about kung ano ang business ni Converge and ang kanyang competitions. Maglalagay ako ng link sa baba for you guys. This time, let's talk about the proposed IPO price and offer date, ang leadership ng company, and of course, I will answer the question na ako ba, bibili ako ng IPO na to? And what are the reasons kung bakit oo o hindi? Wait lang until the end of the video para malaman nyo ang sagot. If bago kayo sa channel na to, here we talk about money, investment, business dito sa Pilipinas, and more. Specifically, we go into deep dive sa mga companies na maganda investan dito, sa PSE at mga business ideas. Kung gusto mo ang ganitong klaseng videos, just subscribe para ma-alert kayo kung may bago kaming videos. Let's begin! Unahin natin ang IPO details ng Converge ICT. The project offer price is 24 pesos per share. Tapos, they will be selling around 1.5 million shares. Kasama na doon yung overselling. The total amount na gusto nilang makuha is around 35.9 billion pesos. Mas malaki yung gusto nilang makuha compared doon sa nauna na nating IPO, which was Mart back in June. Around 5 times yung capitalization that they are looking for. Yung first day nito sa market will be October 26. Yung actual price will be determined by around October 9. And lastly, October 13 to 19 daw yung offer dates. Expect nyo na ang email to buy 12 pa lang of October. Bantayan nyo na yung emails nyo, and as soon as available siya sa IPO section ng broker nyo, take the offer na agad if you want this investment. With IPOs, we cannot really say if mahal ito or mura until we see the total valuation. Ilang percent ba ng company yung 35.9 billion pesos? So we don't know that yet, and we are waiting until we have word on that. It should arrive later this month or early next month. Pero pwede na mas mababa pa dyan yung actual offer kaysa sa 24 pesos per share. Yung 24 pesos per share pala, that's the maximum price. Tapos, kahit ano pa ang final price, consider natin na it already takes into account the possible future value ng company. Right? So, most people think na ang mahal naman ng valuation. But that's not how the market works. Sometimes there are factors that investors see na they think the value of the company should be bigger in the future, and they are buying right now considering the future value of the company. Example na lang is yung Nito and Mart. Both of those companies wala pang masyadong profits. However, people are considering the future value of these companies when they do start their operations. And with Converge, the goal is expansion. So, considering natin the possible value, future value of the company in case na maging successful yung expansion nila. Yan ang goal for Converge ICT, to expand their services all over the country. Right now kasi, yung business nila is mostly focused sa small part of Luzon lang. So far, ito lang ang mga service locations nila. This IPO should widen yung reach nila not only to the rest of Luzon but also sa Visayas, Islands, and Mindanao. And they need funds para sa wires and sa mga undersea cables and data centers na kailangan ilagay nila sa mga areas that they will service. Sama mo na yung back office, sales, customer service, and other facilities needed. Yun yung IPO details. Now, let's talk about the leadership. Ang majority ng Converge is owned by Dennis Uy, yung founder and CEO. Together with him is Maria Grace Uy, na co-founder and according to their website is the president of the company. And part of the responsibilities niya ay managing the financials. Aside from the Uys, the two main tech executives nila are Chief Technology Officer Ronald Brusola and Chief Operating Officer Jesus C. Romero. Both have extensive backgrounds sa operations ng telecom and internet companies. Their building projects will be handled by MetaWorks ICT Construction Inc. na subsidiary nila. Sa akin naman, based sa resume ng mga to, parang malawak ang collective experience nila when it comes to developing ISPs. Both yung tech executives nila have experience with internet service providers, so in terms of leadership, thumbs up ako sa mga people behind the company. If you guys want to know more about their top executives, maglalagay ako ng link sa baba papunta sa page on their website. Punta naman tayo sa financials nila. I will do another video for the financials kasama na dun sa valuations nila. But let's do a quick financials rundown na lang dito. According to Converge, they are servicing more than 2 million households in Luzon at the time na nag-file sila ng IPO. 50,000 ng mga yan came between March and April of 2020, time ng pandemic lockdown. Tapos, according sa reports nila, they added another 60,000 new subscribers sa month of June alone. So, maganda yung pagkuha nila ng subscribers during the pandemic lockdown. Based on this, masasabi natin na business is going well for them, considering that they are just servicing the Luzon area. Yung expectation is maganda ang profit growth nito this year. According sa kanila, 4.6 billion yung Ebitda nila and total revenue nila for 2019 is 9.1 billion. If you want to know more about what Ebitda is, I will leave another video sa link sa baba. Okay, knowing this, expected na tataas pa ang revenue nila this year because nga dumami yung subscribers nila. Kasi may need ang mga tao for home internet right now. Hindi na enough yung mobile data lang or mobile internet lang. That is because sa work from home and online classes na need ng mga consumers. As stated, dumami nga yung subscribers nila, maganda bantayan yung end of year report nito by end of 2020 to see their numbers. Ito ang reason kung bakit matapang sila mag-IPO sa time na to. Kasi they are expecting na maganda yung fundamentals nila in terms of profits ngayon and in the coming months. Dahil dito, they expect na marami silang ma-attract na local and international na long-term investors. Take note, long-term investing to kasi they are a growth company. In terms of financial, ang only glaring part lang that I can see is yung capability nila mag-pay ng non-current liabilities nila. They have the cash for their current liabilities or yung mga payables nila within the next year. Pero meron silang bagong utang. Ngayong August 2020, kumuha sila ng loan from two local banks for a total amount of 10 billion pesos. So, they need to pay this off. Yung interest raw, considering possible future drawdown, is 5% per annum. And the length of the loan is 7 years. So para less complicated, in short, umutang sila ng 10 billion pesos tapos 5% per year yung interest. And they have 7 years to pay off both loans. Okay na actually yung interest nito if it means na faster ang growth ng business. Kasi nga, 5% lang yung interest mo, pero yung growth ng profit mo is way more than 5% kasi nga growth company ka, you are accepting more subscribers from new areas. So expected na more than 5% dapat yung growth ng profit. So what does this loan mean? This probably means that they are already investing in their new expansion assets even before they are approved for the IPO. That's just one of the possibilities kung saan nila ilalagay yung pera, and hopefully that's true. Pero yung result nito is that part of the profits in the future will be used to pay off this loan and other financial liabilities na meron sila. So they are borrowing from their future profits. Another issue is that pwede na magkaroon sila ng need in the future na mag-loan ng more money. wag naman sana. Pero if they do need to get a loan even after the IPO, malabo na makakuha pa sila ng low interest rate na loans. Kasi nga, low na sila on cash. When you are low on cash, the banks think na higher na yung risk na magpautang sa'yo. Papahiramin ka pa rin nila ng pera, pero mas mataas na yung annual interest rate. So that's one scenario na pwede na magkaroon sila ng need na umutang. And that means mas malaki yung mababawas sa profits. So if may profit sila, mas malaki yung babawas doon na pupunta sa utang, and then less yung pupunta sa growth or dividends. It's cool though, it's alright with me. It's not worrying enough to stop me from investing. However, kailangan nating bantayan kung ano yung ginagamitan nila ng pera. Is it for acquiring assets, acquisition, or is it for payment of past liabilities? Right now kasi, cash is king kasi nga pandemic. However, if the business is really resilient sa pandemic, then the profits should cover these loans and previous liabilities. So final na, bibili ba ako nito? Knowing what we've discussed so far, let's analyze muna yung company. In the long run, tataas pa ang profit nito compared to where it is now. Kasi nga, as I mentioned in the previous video, mas mababa yung price nila compared dun sa mga competition nila. Pero, we need to consider that this is a growth company. So this is the number one consideration for me. The company is less likely to give out dividends kasi nga growth company sila. So majority of the money will be going to the growth of the business. Given that this is one step above a startup, mas higher yung risk sa company na to compared to investing in blue chip stocks or yung mga tenured na natin na mga stocks. Number 2 is yung valuation. Ito yung i-consider ko. Yung question is, how good a deal is 24 pesos per share or kung ano man yung final price. So we don't know that price yet. We can't have or we cannot speculate on the valuation, and we will know this on October 9. So watch out for that video. And yung third consideration natin, if bibili ako nito, is yung magiging strategy ko coming in. We need to consider all possible scenarios. Yung last part, yung strategy, I will discuss that on the next video. Considering all this, to answer the question, I have decided na yes, bibili ako ng Converge ICT IPO. As long as okay naman yung price nito and valuation pagdating na ang October 9. That's it for this video. Side note lang, we are currently at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you sa pagtiwala sa information and sa analysis. And if you enjoyed this video, paki-like na lang and subscribe. Okay, so thank you very much and see you guys sa next video.